Captain Jack Sparrow loved the sea. He loved his ship, the Black Pearl, but most of all, he loved his pet parrot, Sparrow Parrot. Sparrow Parrot was a clever bird. He could mimic Jack's voice perfectly.
Where we sailing, Jack?
He would squawk, tilting his head. Jack would chuckle.
Onwards to adventure, my feathered friend.
Their latest adventure? The Spice Island. Legends whispered of this island, an island shrouded in mist, overflowing with spices and treasures. Jack, always up for a challenge, set sail with his loyal crew. Sparrow Parrot, perched on his shoulder, shared his excitement. After weeks at sea, they found it, the Spice Island. A veil of mist hung heavy in the air. Exotic flowers bloomed in vibrant colours. The scent of cinnamon and cloves filled the air, shouted Jack, his eyes gleaming. The crew cheered, eager to step on solid ground. They explored the island, marvelling at its beauty. Sparrow Parrot chirped with delight, hopping from one colourful plant to another. Jack, however, sensed danger lurking beneath the island's beauty. S1, land ho! The jungle was dense and dark. Giant leaves blocked the sun. Strange sounds echoed through the trees. Jack, ever cautious, warned his crew.
Stay close, me hearties. This island be more than meets the eye.
Sparrow Parrot, distracted by a flash of colour, flew off. Jack called out, his voice echoing through the silent jungle. But the parrot was gone. A knot of worry tightened in Jack's stomach. He should have kept a closer eye on his feathered friend. S1, Sparrow Parrot!
Find him!
Jack roared, his voice laced with panic. The crew fanned out, searching every nook and cranny of the jungle. They called out Sparrow Parrot's name, their voices bouncing off the giant trees. Hours passed. The jungle grew darker, the shadows longer. Despair began to set in. Jack refused to give up hope. He wouldn't leave the island without his loyal companion. He continued his frantic search, his heart heavy with dread. Section 5. Strange Encounters. The jungle was teeming with strange creatures. Giant spiders spun webs that shimmered like silver. Monkeys with iridescent fur chattered from the trees. A low growl sent shivers down their spines. They had stumbled upon a pack of wild boars, their tusks sharp and menacing.
Jack drew his sword, his heart pounding in his chest. He had faced many dangers in his life, but these creatures were unlike anything he had ever seen. With a yell, he charged, his crew following close behind.
Section 6. A Grim Discovery. They finally found Sparrow Parrot near a murky swamp. But their relief was short-lived. The parrot lay motionless on the ground, his colourful feathers ruffled and dull. Near him, lurking in the water, was a creature that sent shivers down their spines. The truth hit Jack like a cannonball. He had been too late. S5, a crocodile. Its eyes, cold and reptilian, stared at them. Its jaws, massive and powerful, were stained with what looked like feathers. Jack fell to his knees, his heart shattering into a million pieces. He gently picked up Sparrow Parrot's lifeless body. The once vibrant feathers were now dull and lifeless. He whispered, his voice choked with grief. He blamed himself. He should have been more careful. He should have kept a tighter leash on his pride. His negligence had cost Sparrow Parrot his life. The jungle, once filled with wonder, now felt suffocating, heavy with his sorrow. S1, no. Jack sat by the shore, Sparrow Parrot's lifeless body cradled in his arms. The waves crashed against the shore, mimicking the turmoil in his heart. He had always thought of himself as a lone wolf, a free spirit. But Sparrow Parrot had been his constant companion, his friend. He had let his pride and desire for adventure cloud his judgment. A captain, he realized, wasn't just responsible for his ship and crew. He was responsible for every life entrusted to him. And he had failed miserably. S1, I failed him. They buried Sparrow Parrot under a palm tree, its leaves rustling in the wind like a mournful song. The crew, their faces etched with sadness, stood silently, mourning the loss of their feathered friend. Jack placed his captain's hat on the grave, a silent tribute to his fallen companion. As they set sail, leaving the Spice Island behind, a single tear rolled down Jack's cheek. He had found the adventure he craved, but at a terrible cost. The island, once a symbol of excitement, now served as a bitter reminder of his loss. S1, farewell, old friend. The sea stretched before them, vast and endless. The wind whipped through Jack's hair, carrying the scent of salt and a reminder of his loss. But it also carried a whisper of hope.
I will honor you, Sparrow Parrot.
He would be a better captain, a better friend. He would carry the lessons he had learned on the Spice Island with him, a constant reminder of the price of pride and the importance of responsibility. Their adventure had ended in tragedy, but Jack knew, deep in his heart, that Sparrow Parrot would forever sail with him, in spirit, on the endless waves of adventure.